Shot97.com, drill rap 24/7. Check us out. Hey, good evening. My name is Star. This is the Star Report. And tonight we have somewhat breaking news about actor Jonathan Majors coming by way of Variety.com. That's the source, Variety.com. Jonathan Majors' issues worsen as more alleged abuse victims cooperate with DA's office. Alleged abuse victims. Now, rarely do I try to just, dismantle a story, but I see no names here. And in a day and age like this, and for a platform like Variety to come with this particular story, they could be clout chasing. And I'm gonna jump out the window here and say that I think this is a smear campaign of sorts. This is a smear campaign. I could be wrong. He could be a piece of shit. But he's a very young guy. It's not like he's an A-lister yet. He's not. I watched the movie Creed 3, and he outshined Michael B. Jordan, respectfully. I'll even say he has potential to be a great actor. He's a little too young to say, oh, he's the GOAT, but he did a great job in Creed 3, I think it's a smear campaign. I don't know. A few people are going to call in who are a lot more familiar with his body of work. He started acting, according to Wikipedia, in 2017. Born in 1989, in case you don't know. All right, Jonathan Majors. And he was accused of choking his girlfriend at the time, strangling her. And she recanted her story. He goes back to court on May the 8th. So that's where we are. But again, according to Variety, more women have come forward and are cooperating. Okay, it's my main story. Also, before we continue, let's all say well wishes to Jamie Foxx, actor, comedian. He came on my show in 2011 when I was in Philly doing 100.3 The Beat. He had his electronic piano with him. We had an okay interview. He got a little weird, but I let him speak. He was the guest. He started singing along with the whatever song or album he had coming out. And that was right around the time or prior to Barack Obama being sworn in. Yeah, that was 2011. I've got the video footage. You'll see it one day. But we wish him the best. Again, still in a hospital, some type of mystery illness here in the Atlanta metro area, okay? Troll babies, do we fall back or do we, have a little fun with Jamie Foxx? He's a comedian. Do we ask? Would it be okay if we ask, is there a boy involved? A boy, Who's at his bedside? Somebody might be there saying, here, Jamie, sign this for the assets, just in case. We wish him well. Hey, also, I've got two other topics to put on the table. Before I get to my showrunner, let me say this. Oh, the hit or miss is nothing. The Puerto Rican is not for sale. Are you guys up to speed on this campaign? Tomorrow, there's going to be a protest in New York City at the American Museum of Natural History. And they are protesting Promesa. Do you guys know what that's about? Of course you do. And where is my Puerto Rican correspondent? He's a great guy. We've spoken before. I forget his name. He's from Red Hook, Brooklyn. I think he's somewhere in Jersey. Now, you guys know what I'm talking about? They've got a campaign. The Puerto Rican is not for sale. This has to do with the Promesa reform. There's a board that was put in place to oversee management of finances and debt and to try to get a hold of Puerto Rico sinking. It's, just economy-wise, okay? What's that guy's name he calls in? I forget his name, man. Sir, if you're listening, please call in. I need some type of Puerto Rican correspondent. I sent On the Block with Jen an email, but she didn't respond. I think she's live. All right, now, showrunner. Target has gender-inclusive line for kids. This story came out roughly 10, maybe 9 months ago. I saw it. I didn't pay attention. I don't have kids. Really didn't affect me. But this morning, someone on Instagram, in their timeline, I saw a female. She sounded like she was a black female. And she was in Target, and she asked one of the workers, was she in the boys section? You guys know what I'm talking about? And the woman said, yes, this is the boys section. And it was all gender fluid clothing with little flowers. And hang on a second. I got a question for you. What the fuck is a chest binder? Yeah, I had to spit that F word out real quick. What is a chest binder? Good God, the Tomboy X collab features undergarments like compression tops, a comfortable alternative to chest binders, as well as packing underwear. What is that? So again, the story came out roughly 10, maybe 9 months ago with regards to Target. Were there any protests? I'm asking you. You guys are much younger than me. I know my core audience. Is this okay with you? Target. I might feel some type of way now. Supporting Target. Chest binders. What is that? That sounds weird. They're a little too young, kids, if you ask me, to be presenting things to them by way of a sexual choice. Sex shouldn't even be on your goddamn mind until what age? 14, 15, or younger? Cheers. I feel weird about that. Anyway, so those are my topics this evening. If you care to join in, and as I said, I'm looking for that guy. Troll Babies, what is his name? I forget his name. Jesus Christ, he sent me an email. The Puerto Rican is not for sale. I would like somebody with knowledge of what's going on with this particular campaign to call in. Here's the email that I got. Can you see that? This is tomorrow. It goes down in New York. The Puerto Rican, some type of rebellion against colonialism. And the board has caused, there's a 7-person board, if I didn't say that already, that was put into place, and they have caused closures of 600 schools throughout Puerto Rico. But now, hang on a second. Is this a good thing? Because clearly Puerto Rico has been out of control in terms of spending, debt, corruption. The population is shrinking, as we discussed about a month or so ago. Crime, oh my God, crime is through the roof. I know some people that were talking about buying Airbnbs in Puerto Rico, and that didn't pan out. I mean, so why are they rebelling? Are they not getting broken off? Any Puerto Rican experts in the live chat before we continue? Sit tight on the phones. I see you. Florida Boy J, I'm ready for you. And number 9, where is number 9? Let's go, number 9. I told him be ready with regards to Jonathan Majors. Where is number 9? Hold on a second, guys. The guy is from, again, he's from Red Hook, New York. He does crypto. He does great videos and stuff like that. Let me bring 706 in the meantime while I'm looking for Gene Richmond. Hey, good evening, 706. Thank you for stopping by.
Hey, what's going on, Star?
Hey, man, Jonathan Majors. I think this is a smear campaign. That's my top story. Breaking news today. Are you up to speed?
Of course we up to speed, man, all the time. You keep us up to speed.
Okay.
Man, listen, man, it's bigger than Jonathan Majors, but not to sidetrack or anything like that, but I'll tell you this. When it's all said and done, if you ask me what's going on with Jonathan Majors, he need to sit himself down. That's it. They sat him down. Something went on that we don't know about. That ain't got nothing to do with that white woman or any woman.
You know,
You got out of line?
I'm okay with a conspiracy tonight. Black folks love, ooh, Illuminati. I'm okay. Do you need to go in that direction?
Pero yo no soy moreno, yo soy dominicano.
You know, if it's Illuminati, maybe he did something. Maybe he reneged on a ritual.
You got Jamie Foxx in the hospital.
Okay. Maybe the two. Maybe there's a connection. Come on. Let's go.
And if you have, so with that being said, just leave that alone. But,
No. Let's not leave it alone. Hang on a second.
Well, okay, I'll go with you.
He's not an A-lister yet, but did you see Creed 3?
No, sir. I ain't see Creed 1.
Yeah,
I ain't watched goddamn
I just
Rocky
saw
3.
part of Creed 1, but I watched Creed 3, and this guy is a good actor. Now, I'm waiting on Gene Richmond to call about this MCU, whether they are going to put him on pause or what have you, but I think the guy is a really good actor, and what's the guy's name that was in Grey's Anatomy? Something Washington. They destroyed him because he just simply
Isaiah Washington.
Was that him, Isaiah Washington? He just made a joke about one of his
Yes, sir.
gay co-hosts. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, it is what it is when it all comes down to it. I mean, did you see the Ebony Magany spread?
Which one, sir? Which one?
With the guy, who's it? Isaiah? No, not Isaiah, but the Creed guy.
Some pictures with he and Michael B. Jordan. There was like some type of homosexting.
Yes, sir. You got them pictures. You got the spread that he made. Something's going on over there.
Okay.
They got an agenda.
Yeah, Isaiah Washington. He was. Let me just say this: a really good actor. He was on Grey's Anatomy. Mm-hmm. He just made a joke about one of his co-workers, and they got him the F up out of here.
He's on the wrong side of the line.
At that time, yeah. Go ahead.
And even this guy, he's on the right side of the line, but I guess he don't want to play no more.
Yeah. Hey, are you Puerto Rican or Dominican? I heard you speak a little Spanglish.
Dominicano.
Oh, man, okay. Do you know anything about the Puerto Rican is not for sale? There's a protest going on tomorrow.
¿Por qué se van a vender si ya están vendidos? What? Are you serious?
Listen, sir, I've got
How you sell something that's already sold?
Ooh.
Bought. Excuse me. Bought. Not sold. Bought.
Right. I've got. Hang on. Stay with me. Stay with me. Hang on. I've got the press release right here. They sent it to me. This goes down tomorrow.
Listen, did America say to China, you can't have them?
Good point.
You can have these other niggas. Leave them Puerto Ricans alone. They doing a lot of stuff for us.
Now, are you in support of the protest against colonialism? I mean, you're Dominican. You don't really rock with Puerto Ricans like that. Keep it real.
Well, I mean, I got Puerto Rican friends, but at the end of the day, them Puerto Ricans, they put their noses up.
Okay.
They humble their ass down.
Okay. All right. Thank you for the call, man. Thank you.
Okay, no problem, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. Sound like he was grooving, Troll Babies. What do you think? Huh? I detected a little perky. Yes, no, maybe. The Puerto Rican is not for sale. The campaign, if anybody wants to chime in and give us an expert opinion and or insight. Let me just say this in case you're not up to speed. Promesa. Okay, you may or may not know about Promesa Reform. And that's at the center of this protest, as I said, going down tomorrow up in New York City at the American Museum of Natural History, okay? Anyway, hold on a second. Where is Gene Richmond? In the meantime, 313, good evening. 313, up to speed on the topics.
Good evening. How you doing, man?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to talk about Jonathan Majors.
Yeah. I'm jumping out the window.
Yeah,
I think it's a smear campaign. What say you?
No, I think he got into it with her, and I think even though she recanted, I think she must have had some bruises on her neck.
Okay.
And that's why they're not going to drop it, bro.
Okay.
Or not to call you brother, but
That's okay.
That's why I don't think they're going to drop it.
Maybe there's no conspiracy. Maybe he just he lost his temper and he strangled this girl, and now other females that he may or may not have violated, who according to Variety are coming forward, and he's got an issue. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he got a big issue because I just did like some rudimentary research looking at the New York statute on domestic violence.
Okay.
And basically, it seems like I didn't actually read the statute. I read a commentary on it, but basically, you can get up to anywhere from 4 to 25 years, depending on if you get charged with a B, C, D, or E felony, and you can get life if you get charged with the A felony. Like maybe somebody else could call in and go into more depth, but like
I caught an A misdemeanor years ago. I hit a girl with some nunchucks. She attacked me. I was defending myself, but she called the police. Police came. She started crying, and they took me to jail, even though I was defending myself. So I was looking at that point in time, if I remember correctly, an A misdemeanor, and I could have done a bullet behind that shit. Go ahead. That's a year for those who don't know.
Yeah, it's hopefully he learned from Tory Lanez. If they offer him a plea deal, he better take it.
So you don't really care about him. Keep it real.
I care about him. You know, I don't want him. Hopefully he can get out of it. You know, but if he can't, I mean, he might as well do a plea deal. That's better than doing 25 or life.
Okay.
You know, if that's what's on the table, if they try to take it that far with him.
Okay. Any thoughts on the campaign, the protest tomorrow in New York City? The Puerto Rican is not for sale. I'm trying to, be a little different here with the showrunner. What say you?
I'm ignorant on that, but I want to say something about Jamie Foxx. I got like a little conspiracy theory.
Sir, now is the time for us to examine, what's going on with the Puerto Ricans. They're always, a part of the black genre with regards to music and things. I'm not trying to go in on them. They've been great to me. But you don't even care about what's going on with them and protesting colonialism in Puerto Rico? You don't even care?
I ain't got no problem with them, I like the fact that Puerto Rico is a tax haven, but I would like to go there one day, but
okay.
I don't know if they can hold their own as a country. Okay. But
all right, Jamie Foxx. What do you want to say, sir, about Jamie Foxx? What do you want to say?
Yeah, I think Tom Cruise put a hit on him.
Ooh.
I don't think he got over Katie Holmes.
Oh. I like that. That's a conspiracy. Yeah, because he and Jamie Foxx were friends. They made a great movie together. You remember the name of the movie?
No, I don't. You got it.
Hold on a second. I'm a Google. What's the name of that movie, folks? Tom Cruise played a hitman. And
with Jada Pinkett.
Collateral, 2004. Jada Pinkett almost destroyed that film with her little, skinny ass. Yeah. And so Jamie Foxx they were friends, and Jamie Foxx started dating Katie Holmes, I guess after her and Tom Cruise separated or something. Ooh, Jamie Foxx. Tom Cruise may have put a hit on him. Go ahead, finish up. Go ahead.
Oh, that's it. Just love what you do, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you, sir. Okay. Troll Babies, did Jamie Foxx, did he get the shot? And then a booster? Did he get the shot? Azard's got your donation. No one cares about Jonathan. It's his time to go to prison. Is that what you said? Damn, okay. No Rock 4747 got your donation. Okay. This is a new story, so I want to get on top of it early, see if we can comb through it. And I want some calls on the Puerto Rican Puerto Rican is not for sale. Hold on a second. Let me fix something up here. I'm looking at my goddamn screen. The Puerto Rican is not for sale campaign, right? I think I know who this is. 240. Good evening, 240. Are you there? You up to speed?
Yo, Johnny. Hello, Star. It's Johnny Too Cool. I got a problem with these people correct us about my Puerto Ricans.
Try not to troll too early, man. Come on. You've been calling for a while, and I really want new callers, man. And if you're not going to jump on the topic and, be objective, call back, man. Come on, Johnny.
Nah, we're talking about Puerto Ricans, man.
Are you up to speed on the campaign, the protest?
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not. It goes down tomorrow. Tell us about it.
Come on, Star.
All right, let's get him out of here. My audience wants new callers, not the same people all the time. That's the beauty of this show. It's always moving forward. Thank you for calling, Johnny. Thank you for your donation. But come on, man, get up to speed. It's a serious topic, if you ask me. Who remembers 4-5? Holy smokes. That was crazy. 4-5, a.k.a. Donald Trump, after one of those tropical storms or hurricanes, and he threw those paper towels into the audience. Wasn't that crazy? Oh, my goodness. Paul G. got your donation. Okay. Stacy Galore got your donation. Thank you. Stacy says, we applaud Target for their gender inclusivity. Damn. Stacy Galore, do you want to call in? It's been a while since you've called in. I mean, listen, I'm not bothered by anybody, and I don't give a fuck about, people thinking somebody may or may not be transphobic. I'm talking about kids. I don't like sexuality being pushed upon children. That I don't like. But you're welcome to call in, and thank you for your donation, Stacy. D Not Nice got your donation. What are you talking about, D Not Nice? Thank you for your donation. I'm staying on course here tonight, man. Sir Shy got your donation. This the same crap they pulled with Deshaun Watson. Sir Shy also says, this is some BS. I support Jonathan Majors and men every day. Okay. Big Eye Key got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Folks, if you're just now joining me, this is somewhat breaking news. Jonathan Majors, according to, again, Variety. Alleged, that's the key word here, alleged abuse victims are now cooperating with the DA's office. They don't say who these alleged victims are, and he's losing jobs. He stepped down from a board. Hold on a second. I do want to make sure I read this before I bring another call in. He stepped down from a board where he had a pretty nice position. Majors is stepping down from the board of the Gotham Film and Media Institute and his work with the Sidney Poitier Initiative, which was created to support emerging filmmakers. Left-handed, I see you tapping in, sir. What's going on with Draymond Green? Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw Draymond Green step on somebody's chest during a game. He has been suspended? Yes, no, maybe, I'm not sure. Area code 404. Good evening. Are you up to speed on the topics? 404.
Yeah. What's going on, Star?
Hey, how are you, man? Thank you for tapping in.
Nah, no doubt. I wanted to call in on the Jonathan Majors or whatever, man.
Okay.
And I'm with you on the conspiracy theories, bro. I think he didn't want to play ball. So, when they don't want to play ball, he might have walked into one of those rooms in Hollywood and was like, you know what? Nah, I'm not playing ball. They said, okay, where are we going to sit you down? Because they always use women in the Me Too movement to shut you down, especially when you're a man.
Yeah.
Either you're transphobic, you're homophobic, or you hate women. So now, the first allegation, the lady came out immediately and said, no, it's not happening like you said it happened. But now all of a sudden, a month later, they're pulling out these women like he just goes around New York beating women up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he got trolled on Twitter. I'm not sure if you saw that. But him and right after the whole Creed movie came out, him and Michael
Creed 3, you're talking about Creed 3, and he and Michael B. Jordan did those pictures together that were kind of sus. And I saw Killer
kind of suspect.
Cameron say that he didn't go see Creed 3 because of those pictures. Go ahead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that kind of, he was like, yo, you know what? I'm not ready to play ball. And they said, okay, we're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down. You see what I'm saying? I just think it's weird, man, but it's the same pattern.
But now, hang on a second. He's a Hollywood actor. This is what he strived to be a part of. So, to some degree, or to a large degree, he wanted to be a part of that world. And there are certain things that go with, that lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't think
I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying that's the world he's in. And so, so maybe he didn't want to play ball. It's all alleged now. It's all alleged, but I think it's a smear campaign. I could be wrong. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. Because they just had this guy like the hottest new actor, the best looking black man. He was on everything. The black ladies were loving him. Everybody loved him right before the Creed 3 happened. Creed 3 dropped. They sold. The movie did good. All of a sudden, he's his wife beating crazy. Everybody's dropping him.
Sir, he doesn't have a wife. He beat on his girlfriend, allegedly. Not a wife. Let's be precise here.
Yeah, his girlfriend. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, he had an Army ad. They pulled him from. That was the first thing he lost.
Right.
Now his management, his PR, they're making him step down from different things that he's going through. He's done. I don't know. He's going to have to really. I'm not sure what he's going to have to do.
Take it on all fours?
With the charges in New York. I mean.
Sir. Take it on all fours to get back in the game?
I think so.
Okay.
To be honest, that's how they positioning him.
Okay.
Because this dude hasn't even been convicted yet. It wasn't like it was a sexual assault. It was an argument with a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And it's all alleged.
It's all alleged.
It's not, he didn't get convicted or anything yet.
Right. So are you Puerto Rican by any chance? I'm trying to find out if the Puerto Rican
I'm not
is for sale. No?
No, I'm not Puerto Rican, man, but I frequented Puerto Rico a couple times, man. And Puerto Rico's a dump.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico's like Chicago, man. It's crazy out there.
I've never been to Puerto Rico, but I got love for Puerto Rican people. I give them smoke like everybody else. It's nothing personal, but I'm a little concerned about this protest going down tomorrow. But thank you for your call. Thank you.
No problem, bro.
Yes, sir. Please don't call me brother. Wait a minute. Okay, somebody has tapped in who I was looking for. What's up, man? Why do you have to be texted and called 2 and 3 times? I spoke to you earlier. I said, be ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. What are you trying to check me?
I'm getting at you, man. What's cracking? I told you about this guy who you're supposed to be so in tune with him and the MCU. What's going on, man? Is this a smear campaign? Number 9, aka Gene Richmond? What's going on here, man? Jonathan Majors.
Obviously, it's a smear campaign to take down a black man. Isn't that what you guys always say when a man of color comes to some sort of success, and then the establishment comes in and takes him down? Isn't that what it is? They're taking down another black man.
I'm usually very objective about these things. I'm not real familiar with his body of work. I've seen 2 of his projects. I think he might be a little too masculine looking, not necessarily a good looking guy, but just masculine, and they consider that to be toxic masculinity. I'm jumping out the window. What say you?
Maybe he didn't properly sacrifice himself with the boys or girls behind the scenes in the cabal of Hollywood.
Okay.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't play the way they wanted him to play. If you know what I mean. Maybe he didn't. Mm-hmm. Maybe he didn't bend things in the right position.
All right, I need your A game tonight, because when I spoke to you earlier, I said to you, I don't know about this whole MCU universe world. Is he still a part of that? Is that off the table? Come on, man. I need some insight here. What's going on with him?
There hasn't been any information from Disney or Marvel in regards to dropping Jonathan Majors. There have been rumors, but there has been no official report that Jonathan Majors is not continuing playing the character of Kang, which he starred in the film of Ant-Man, and he was also playing the character in multiple roles in the MCU. There are two films that are up and coming. The 2 next Avengers movie, the Kang Dynasty,
okay,
and also Secret Wars, where Jonathan Majors is playing the character of Kang, but nothing has been announced yet, anything official that he's no longer playing the character. But I personally doubt that if this smear campaign continues, and he'll be playing the character of Kang moving forward. He's been dropped from the talent agency and several potential productions that were scheduled to come up, for months from now in regards to playing, a character in Hollywood. So
tell me about his background. He went to Yale, and there was some a director, I forget the director's name, who claimed that he had some issues up there with females. Do you know about that? That was in Connecticut, right?
He graduated. Right. He graduated from the School of Arts in Yale University, and obviously the Ivy League school in New Haven, Connecticut.
Okay.
And there were allegations that he had physical run-ins with women before, and there are people who claim that Jonathan Majors has a history of this. People who've known him and worked with him in the past have remained anonymous. They claim that he has a history of quote-unquote violence against women.
Yeah, I'm looking through his awards right now. African American Film Critics, Austin Film Critics Association, Black Reel Awards, Detroit Film Critics Society, Gotham Awards. So he was on the way up, and not necessarily an A-lister, but the MCU world projects would have clearly catapulted him there. Yes, in your opinion?
Absolutely. He was. I mean, for any fan of the MCU films or the Marvel comics, Jonathan Majors' Kang character in this phase 5, was the equivalent of what Thanos was in the first 3 phase films. So he was going to play a major role in the next 3 to 4 films in the MCU to really change the direction of the storylines. But again, everything is currently in limbo. No official comment from Disney in regards to recasting or dropping Jonathan Majors. So that is the next potential shoe to drop.
Give me your insight, your opinion, because again, you know this whole MCU world. You've called into the show before, and you've corrected people when they say something wrong. Can he be replaced? Is there somebody else that you think can fit into the role, that can pick up the pieces, so to speak, and they won't miss a beat?
Actually, he can be replaced. There have been several actors a few actors in the MCU films that have been replaced. Harrison Ford will be taking over Thunderbolt Ross, a character that was played by William Hurt, who passed away last year.
All right.
So characters have been replaced in the MCU, so he could potentially be replaced. I think the actor who stars in the show, Snowfall would be a good replacement for the Kane character. I mean, there are a number of good actors that could take that role over, but he could definitely be replaced. That is something that's been done before.
I'm Googling whilst you're talking. Again, I don't know that world, man. I mean, I think he's a good actor. You know, I think he outshined Michael B. Jordan in Creed 3. Is he signed on for Creed 4, or is his character, has it moved on?
There's no question. There's nothing in regards for him taking on any more Creed roles in the future. There's no official word if there's going to be a Creed 4. I wouldn't be surprised if
I'm sure there will be.
Isn't,
I'm sure there will be.
I'm sure there will be. Probably we won't be seeing Sylvester Stallone and Jonathan Majors. We won't be seeing Spock either.
Yeah.
But, like you said, most likely there will be a sequel. Again, this is probably one of the worst falls of a rising actor in Hollywood that I've seen in recent years. I've never seen an actor take this kind of dip that had potential to be, the next Denzel Washington. I think he would have been. So,
let me jump in for a second. I usually like to catch somebody on the way up. I've said that in the past. I want to catch you when you're coming up and give you a couple of verbal shots on the microphone just to make sure you don't get too big. But I really think this is a smear campaign. I take no pleasure in, going at this guy right now. I think that, and I have no proof. He might be a piece of shit. But when I look at the history of Hollywood and I see what has been done to black actors, how their careers have been cut short because they didn't want to play the game, so to speak. And then I see people like, let me go really far back, Rock Hudson. Rock Hudson, who was gay, not even bisexual, gay at the peak of his career. And they kept that quiet. The Hollywood press has the ability to suppress anything or to exploit anything, in my opinion. You want to jump in there or say anything about what I just said? Rock Hudson?
Well, you're absolutely correct. Rock Hudson was a heavyweight in Hollywood in the 1950s and 60s.
Oh, yeah.
And they hid his homosexuality very well from tabloid magazines like Confidential.
Yeah.
That was like the National Enquirer of the 1950s and 60s. Mm-hmm. They hid that for decades until 1980, where Rock Hudson appeared publicly and he looked emaciated and gaunt, and then people started wondering what was wrong with him because he didn't look well. And we later found out that he was suffering from AIDS. But for decades,
full-blown AIDS.
Big time. But like you said, this I believe it is a smear campaign. A lot of people say, well, what about Ezra Miller? Ezra Miller was allegedly choked a woman. Well, not allegedly. He actually been arrested for choking a woman, for grooming. Mm. He went on a run with an underage girl. All these allegations, and he will be starring in the Flash movie, a big budget production of the Flash by Warner Brothers in June.
He's also a Jew, though, isn't he? Isn't he a Jew? If I remember, he's a Jew, isn't he? The Flash.
No, I'm not saying. Well, oy vey. I'm not saying anything.
Are you scared to say the word? Do I have to Google?
Oh no, he is Jewish.
Yeah, okay.
Ezra Miller has a Jewish mother.
Okay,
he is Jewish.
He's Jewish.
Oy vey.
He's scary ass Haitian. Just the fuck.
You have free Guinea. You have a Guinea?
Yeah.
I'm not scared.
You're scared? Go to church. Haitian?
I'm not Jonathan Major. You can't be good.
Hey, man, before you go, you're a father. Do you care? This Target, they have gender-inclusive clothing for children. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I'm not a father, but I just... I'm like, what? I mean, just I'm not sure how I should feel. Any thoughts?
Well, you should get in line and follow suit, because the LGBTQ community is the wave of tomorrow. Actually the wave of now. Regardless of how we feel, this is the direction the establishment is going in. You know, this alphabet letter thing is become mainstream. It's in our television ads. Okay. It's in film. It's in academia. It's all over the place, and it's not going anywhere because
it doesn't mean it's right. I'm just asking, to each his own. I don't, give a goddamn either way. But hey, man, I appreciate.
I don't think it's.
Go ahead. Finish up.
I don't think it's right to have all kinds of gender, non-binary, gender fluid type clothes.
Not at that age.
I think it's as separatist and divisive as possible.
Yeah.
I think it causes. I think it causes more contention than to unite people.
Okay.
With what they say.
Okay.
It's not bringing anyone together, but dividing them and more, bringing us more apart. So, but hey, honey, get in line. We're here and we're queer, so get in line.
You forgot to finish up that last little piece. For those who don't know, that's a very popular queer chant. We're here. We're queer. Get used to it.
What's the rest?
Get used to it.
You know the rest?
Yeah, well, I've studied their history. Hey, man, good to talk to you. Thank you for finally calling in. Enjoy your evening, number 9.
You know that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Jeez, I told him to be ready. Damn near 2 hours ago. Guys, on the screen, www.shot97.com. That's my platform. The numbers are looking great. We've got somebody working on an SEO package. That's search engine optimization. Okay? We're going to be doing more in the next month or two. But right now, it's still a slow rollout. There is a press release. If you go into shot97.com, and I would appreciate anybody who, if you do blogs and things of that nature, just repost the press release, send me an email, tag me. This site focuses primarily on New York drill rap. And if you don't know, I have been doing a comprehensive study since 2018 of New York drill rap. Bronx and Brooklyn, they're popping up in Sugar Hill as well. That's uptown Manhattan. Shot97.com, all right? Hold on a second, guys. Marlon, I got is this an email? What is this, sir? Are you sending me a donation? I don't have time to just click on links. Okay, I'm not interested in that. Stay focused on the topics. And I do want to talk about that as well. Hold on, guys. I had a good conversation earlier with a content creator. I don't have all the answers, but I still do consultations for 30 minutes, 30-minute phone consultations. Hold on a second. Something I want to point out by way of algorithms and other things. Area code 469, good evening. Jonathan Majors, new information, new reports. Are you up to speed? 469. Yes, no, maybe? Okay, gotta go. Let's get you up out of there. Let's go to area code 973. Good evening. 973, we're talking about Jonathan Majors. More alleged victims have come forward. Are you there? Hello. 973, good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. This is Indiana Combs.
Hey, what's up, man?
Home of, from East Orange, New Jersey, from the home of Dana the Data.
Okay, good to hear from you, sir. Where do you want to start?
Hey, yeah, Jonathan Majors. Oh, Johnny. He messed up. You know what I'm saying? He put his hands on his woman that was white, and that's what happens. And I like to say to these black women that probably get after him like, oh, if you would have messed with a black woman, that would have happened. Yes, ma'am, it would have happened to you. This all would have happened regardless.
Okay. Do you know his body of work? He's a good actor. I've seen a couple of things, couple of projects, and I have no proof that he's being set up or this is a smear campaign. This is just a wild guess, based upon what I've seen history do to black actors. Go ahead.
Well, I first, I seen him in that movie with, the Idris Elba movie with they was doing the Western thing. Oh, that was terrible.
Okay.
and he had the mouth movement. He kept muffing his mouth. I'm like, oh man, who is this dude? But I know he was also in some Losing Boston, something that was directed by, I know Danny Glover was in it. I think he was playing like a gay role in that. So, you know what I'm saying? He was securing the bag, but somehow he fumbled it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so if we can just cut right to the chase, sir, do you think this is a setup, or is he just a lowlife who's got a hand problem? You have the last word.
I think, he got a hand problem.
Okay.
That was it.
Okay. Sir, I thank you for the call, and can I make a suggestion with all due respect?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Get yourself a sandwich to go with that Steel Reserve and get some rest, okay?
I got the Michelob Ultra, but all right, you're right about that.
Yes, sir.
Peace, Jersey out.
Yes, sir. Okay. The devil knows its own. I'll let the man speak. Get yourself a sandwich and a Newport to go with that Steel Reserve. Folks, is the Puerto Rican going through it in Puerto Rico? I want somebody on this line tonight to educate us. If you are of Puerto Rican descent, you know I got love for you. I talk a little crazy about you, but I talk crazy about everybody. Italians, blacks, Asians, the small hats. There's a protest going down tomorrow. The Puerto Rican is not for sale. They sent me the press release, and I'm so thankful. Here it is again, goddamn. Immediate release. The Puerto Rico is not for sale campaign will be protesting the Hispanic Federation's annual gala at the American Museum of Natural History and the presence of Luis Miranda and his family for their continual funding of U.S. colonialism in Puerto Rico. This is detailed. Oh, do you know who is in favor of Promesa reform? AOC. Ooh. Promesa. This is the Star Report, kids. You may not like me, but you will learn from me. Google this. Hold on a second. Google that. Can you see that? Promesa. If you don't know what I'm talking about, okay. Now, this campaign has been going on for a number of years. Do they have a point? Should the U.S. stay out of their business? I don't know. I mean, they can't make it on their own. They haven't made it on their own, respectfully. The population is declining. We spoke about that. Janet called in with some great notes, and she sent me some great information a month ago. The Chinese can't get in there and take over because it's American territory. So what do? how do we fix the issues of Puerto Rico, the crime, the economy, the debt? They missed the payments on their debt. You do a deal with them, and then you got people digging in the cookie jar. The government's always corrupt over there. So what do we do? How do we rectify it? Oh, I used to talk crazy about Puerto Rico back in the days, you know. I used to talk about the U.S. Navy using Vieques for target practice, and that was a good thing. Do they still use Vieques for target practice? Anybody in the live chat Puerto Rican? At certain times of the year, people had to pack and leave their homes and go farther inland because the Navy needed to use that section of Puerto Rico for practice, you know, for the warships and shit like that. What's the guy's name? I'm so sorry, I forget his name. He's a caller. So are you out there? He's Puerto Rican. He does great commentary, man. He would know what this is all about. Good evening. Are you there? Wednesday evening. Pick it up.
Good evening. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Who am I speaking to?
Angela.
Hey, Angela. How are you?
So I just wanted to make a comment, if I can, about Jonathan Majors.
Please.
I don't think it's a smear campaign.
Okay.
I think he's a man with a lot of issues. I think that his publicists and agents are dropping him because they have information that we don't have.
Okay.
I believe that there was probably a videotape of the attack in the taxi that hasn't been released yet.
Okay.
That'll probably be released.
Okay.
And that's the reason why what's happening is happening to him. I think he has a lot of issues. I think he's a good actor. But why would there be a smear campaign against a man who's so new and he's so fresh?
Right.
If he's marketable and they can make a lot of money from him, they would bury this.
Good point.
But they haven't.
Good point.
And there's a reason why. So I think he has a lot of issues and he needs to get some help.
Yeah, I'm open for a discussion. I could be way off, totally wrong. You know, I mean, but at my age, I don't want to just go in on a younger person because, you know, you want to give people a chance to make mistakes. You know, I mean, I made so many mistakes in my 20s and 30s. Can you turn that down in the background? It's echoing, please. It's echoing in the background, please.
Okay. Is that better?
Yeah, there you go. You know, I made so many mistakes in my 20s, and if there would have been YouTube back in the days when I was, you know, sniffing coke with whores on heels, oh my God. Him? No, we can't hire him. Get him out of here. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
No, I hear what you're saying, but I think his problems are deeper than just one mistake.
Okay.
I really believe he has a history of putting his hands on women.
Okay.
And maybe it didn't come out because he wasn't a celebrity. Okay. But I also think he's old enough to know better. As a black man in Hollywood who's living in this country, he knows how the world might feel about him as opposed to someone like Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller will always have something else to fall back on because he's a white man.
Okay.
Jonathan Majors isn't. So if he's going to go around beating women, it doesn't matter the color of their skin, he has to understand that if he presents himself in this way, especially so early on in his career, that it's going to be harmful to him. And I think that he should know better. I mean, he graduated from Yale. But guess what? There are a lot of other black actors who've graduated from Yale.
Right.
And he can be easily replaced. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
I think he's a great actor. But he's not so phenomenal that he can't be replaced by somebody else.
Right.
Everybody's replaceable in Hollywood.
Yeah. You have a valid perspective, you know. I don't know his history. I don't know too much about him other than, again, he's a good actor. Do you know anything about Puerto Rico and the protest tomorrow in New York City? Are you yourself Hispanic?
No, not at all.
Okay. Do you care, or is that we should just not even waste time?
Not really. I'm being honest. I don't care at all.
I tried.
I care about as much about Puerto Rico as Puerto Ricans care about people who look like me, and that's all I'll say.
Oh, okay. And anything with regards to Target? Do you care about gender inclusive clothing for children?
I do. I think it's a little bit early for kids. I mean, to each his own. Everybody can be whomever they want to be. I don't care. That's their choice. I'll respect everybody's choices if it doesn't hurt me or mine. But I think it's a little bit too early to be promoting that.
Yeah.
Can't a kid just be a kid?
Right.
Can't we just let them wear black or blue or red? If you want your kid to wear pink, let them wear it. If you don't. But I feel like this focus on gender neutrality is maybe a little bit too much for little kids. I mean, they talk about it in school. It's just a little bit too much. I feel like the world is just oversaturated with it. We get it already. We get it. We understand.
Yeah.
We know that we should respect people and their rights, but
you know,
I mean, can't talk.
D. Wade was a great basketball player, Dwayne Wade, and I lost a lot of respect for him, you know, exploiting his son, who's now his daughter, and I just, you know, he's a father. I know he loves his child, but I just said, you know, I don't like this guy anymore, and maybe that's me being a little biased, but I think he exploited his child.
Oh, he did. I agree with you 1,000%.
Yeah.
He exploited the child, and so did his wife, who's not even the child's mother. Exploited him.
Right.
I mean her now.
Right.
And I think it was too much. If you support your son gendering to a female, that's totally fine. But why do you have to let your child, who's just a child, be the poster boy for gender reassignment?
Yeah.
I think that's just a little bit too much. He already has money. Let his child have some peace.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to backfire on him and his annoying wife.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the call. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
Okay. Folks, let it be known that Star tried to talk about the Puerto Rican is not for sale, the protest going on tomorrow, and nobody seems to care. The Puerto Ricans have been good to me. You've heard me say this on multiple occasions. I get at them like everybody else. It's nothing personal. You know? And thank you to whoever sent me this email. Hang on a second. Do you guys want to talk about Jamie Foxx? Anybody want to guess what may be wrong with Jamie Foxx? Well, we'll get past this Puerto Rican stuff, you know? You don't care, I don't care. Troll babies, what's going on with Jamie Foxx? Does he have the monster? That's an old term. I said he may have had a what did I say the other day? A mild stroke. I was just guessing. I wasn't trying to, you know, clown him. That's a serious thing. A mild stroke and Bell's palsy. What's going on with Jamie Foxx, guys? Is there a boy involved? Well, there's always a boy if you're up there in that Hollywood life. Is there a boy involved? Is there some nigga switching and keying in the hospital out here in Georgia, regulating the room? Get out! He's not seeing anybody today. What the fuck? 623, good evening. Jonathan Majors in the hot seat again. Are you up to speed? 623.
Yes, I wanted to say about the Puerto Rico.
Okay. Are you Puerto Rican yourself, sir?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Protest going on tomorrow. The Puerto Rican is not for sale. This has been going on for a number of years. It has to do with, you know, finance, economics, and a new board that has been put in place, 7 members to be precise, to make sure that funds are not wasted, and they've cut back on spending in Puerto Rico, schools, and other things. Please.
I think Puerto Rico should just become a state of the United States. I mean, I don't see why they would not. You get so many benefits to become a state of become another state out of the 50 states.
I'm not clear on what you said, sir. It is part of the United States. Did you say something different?
Well, I mean to become an actual state, because it's not, the United States, there's 50 states, to become the 51st actual state.
Okay, you have the floor. Continue. I'm listening.
Yeah, so you can get all the benefits, because right now Puerto Rico is not treated as an actual state. So I just don't see why they would not become part of the states. You get all the taxes and all the benefits of the federal government.
Can Puerto Rico make it on its own? I mean, based upon what you're saying, can they stand alone? Can they defend themselves against other nations? Do they have any type of infrastructure other than tourism? I mean, they're trying to keep certain people out who want to come there and gentrify things. They even had a campaign called Gringos Go Home back 4 or 5 years ago. Do you know this?
No, but I think it would become like Hawaii. Hawaii is an island.
Oh, stop. Go ahead. Pardon me, sir. Go ahead. You said you can't compare Hawaii to Puerto Rico, but go ahead. That was cute.
No, I just think because when you're an island, you have to import everything. But I think one of the best ways to survive as an island is, like Hawaii. It's part of the states, gets all the benefits. I think that's why other islands don't survive as well as like Haiti and that are around the United States, because they don't have the benefits of the strongest superpower.
I'm listening, but let me ask you a question. At the core of Puerto Rico's issues, why is there so much corruption? You tried to make a correlation between Hawaii and Puerto Rico, and there is none, believe me. At the core, why can't they make it on their own? Is it just a corruption issue that has always been there and will always be there? Why can't they make it?
Yeah, I think you're right. It is a corrupt country because it's a developing country, but I think it becomes part of whole of the United States. The corruption will kind of, I don't know, maybe get unnoticed or just become another state. But I think part of the reason corruption is because it's an island, so it's that it's hard to, you have to import everything.
Well, hang on, sir. So what is your ethnicity? Can you give us a little insight?
Yeah, well, I'm an immigrant to the States, so
okay, but
I guess Eastern European.
Okay. Is your family from Russia by any chance, or where?
It's in that area.
In that area?
It's not Russia, but it's in that Eastern European.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. This doesn't mean that you're racist or prejudiced. Are Puerto Ricans corrupt by nature? Let me repeat that. Are Puerto Ricans corrupt by nature? Just like, there's certain cultures and certain people that will always turn up on the dumb shit. I mean, we see Mammy's gonna go up in that motherfucking Chuck E. Cheese, that Waffle House, and turn up at a certain hour of the night, high on that shit, That's who Mammy is. Are Puerto Ricans corrupt by nature? Why can't they make it on their own?
I mean, that's a complicated question, but I think a lot of cultures maybe are corrupt. Like a lot of Eastern European countries are, I think, corrupt because the culture that has been like that for maybe hundreds, thousands of years. So maybe it's a cultural thing. That could be it. But I think that could change for Puerto Rico because the United States is so rich that just having all that money, it kind of washes it a little bit.
Okay, I appreciate the call, sir. You've been dodging the realness, but I'll let you go. Your family's from how far out? How far out from St. Petersburg is your family?
From where?
St. Petersburg. I hear the accent. How many?
Russia. No, it's more of a eastern side, like the Greece and that kind of side. So it's, I guess, southern eastern.
Your family going back centuries, they were rebels, yes?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's a very corrupt. I think it's it's in the culture, but it's been ingrained.
Rapers, robbers, killers, baby killers. No disrespect.
Yep, I don't disagree.
Yeah. Thank you for your call, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, we cooking tonight. We cooking, huh? www.songsthatwork.info. Check them out. Tell them I sent you. The sponsors will be promoted, goddamn. And anybody ever tried this Black Box Merlot wine? I like this, huh? They sell this in Public Supermarket. It's got a nice little kick to it. Nice little kick to it. Sit tight on the phones. I see you guys. I just want to acknowledge some people here. Sir Shy, got your donation. Star, why is Michael B. Jordan so quiet? Well, sir, what would you be saying if a nigga that, you've been running around with all of a sudden he's in hot water? Hey, man, holla back, man, when everything, levels off. Amir, got your donation. I cover comics and comic books. Oh, perfect. Woo! Amir, good evening, sir. Thank you for the call. Are you there, Amir?
What's good, Star? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. And take it slow. Educate us on Jonathan Majors. Is he going to be dropped from the MCU? I'm not hoping that. I'm just asking. Where do you want to start?
Yeah, I'll start with Jonathan Majors. I do have a podcast called the 1 in 100 podcast. So this is my field right here.
Nice.
Nice. And I tried to avoid the Jonathan Majors conversation, but it's just been getting too crazy, man, with him getting dropped from all of these movies and the ads and things like that. Yeah. So I figured, it's time for me to start talking about it. And first off, Disney/Marvel, they're not going to say anything right now. Okay. There have been talks and rumors that they were looking for an actor like Damson Idris, my man from Snowfall. They didn't say they wanted him to replace him. They just said someone like him. Right. And then, so the other thing is Loki season 2 is already done. Okay. It's already been shot. And if people saw Ant-Man Quantumania, at the end of that movie, there's like 50 billion different Jonathan Majors at the end of that movie. So he's very important to the MCU right now. So my speculation is they'll probably talk after Loki season 2 comes out. Okay. That he'll be replaced. That's what I'm thinking. Also, a lot of people are comparing this to the Ezra Miller situation. Okay. And I did as well in the beginning, but then I did some research. Ezra Miller hasn't been picked up for any movies or TV shows.
now, hang on a second. For those who don't know, you're talking about the guy who plays the Flash, yes?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Continue.
So yes, he's going to be in the Flash movie, and but he hasn't been. You haven't heard any talks about him being in anything else. Okay. There's been no rumors, no speculations, anything like that. So DC, they're just trying to get their money. Warner Brothers is just trying to get their money. They've been promoting it like crazy, mostly on the back of Michael Keaton. You don't see Ezra Miller anywhere, So they've been pushing Michael Keaton a lot for that movie. But the thing that was strange about the Ezra Miller situation is that when he did get caught on video choking out that young lady at that bar, the Flash movie hadn't even started production yet. Okay. So Warner Brothers kind of let it slide.
Now, hang on a second. So now You're saying there's video footage of him choking the girl. I heard his lawyer.
Yeah, there was video footage. It came out in 2020.
I haven't seen that because his lawyer. Oh, I'm sorry. No, you're talking about The Flash, right? The Flash.
Yeah, Ezra Miller.
Okay,
Ezra Miller.
gotcha. Okay. Is there video footage of Jonathan Majors strangling his girlfriend?
I'm gonna get to some spec talk and some conspiracy theory on this.
Okay.
I think he is being railroaded. I think he is being set up. You know, if you go back and look at some of the interviews that Jonathan Majors has done in the past couple of years or so, or maybe the past year when he really started getting a lot of recognition, he talked a lot about his childhood and how he was a very angry teenager, how he went to a couple of different schools, how he slept in his car as a 16-year-old.
Okay.
You know, leaving his parents' house or his mother's house because his mother, he was, you know, raised by a single mother. His father is a pastor.
He may have opened the door for some of those people to say, well, you know, since he's now talking about this shit and I wasn't going to say nothing, I might as well speak up, you know. This nigga's talking now. Go ahead.
He put a paper trail on himself.
Right.
And the minute you step out of line and you start, you know, talking trash to other people, you know, talking crazy to people that are higher up than you, you know, the people from the Caucasus Mountains don't take too highly of that disrespectful talk when you're in their industry. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think his lawyer has any proof, to be honest with you.
Okay.
She came out talking real heavy and, oh, we have video footage. We got witnesses.
Right.
We got text messages. Where is it at? Because your man is losing money. He's losing jobs.
Yeah.
And you haven't dropped anything in a month.
Yeah. Well, she's doing what a lawyer should do. You know, at first, pump fake. Fake it.
Right.
That's what lawyers do. Hang on a second. John, thank you. Guys, I'm looking for Alkaline City. Alkaline City, are you out there? Tap in, email me. Let me know something, man. I mean, I'm trying to get some info here on the Puerto Rican is not for sale. The protest goes down tomorrow. Back to you, sir. Go ahead, 856. And promote your platform again. You said this is your world, yes?
Yes. I have a podcast called the 1 in 100 Podcast.
Okay.
It's all audio as of now. I've been doing it for 5 years.
Whoa.
We're going to be transitioning to YouTube probably in the next 2 months once I move to a bigger place.
Okay.
So yeah, we're going to be, you know, but we do news and updates 2 days a week, and then on Saturday, me and my co-host, we just stretch it out a little bit and talk crazy about the things that we love, you know, comic books and music. So, but yes, man, I honestly, I don't think it's going to be. I think more stuff is going to be coming out on Jonathan Majors in the next couple of days. Unfortunately, you know, hopefully he can bounce back from this, but it just doesn't look good now. Now,
hang on a second. I want to jump in here. The Marvel Cinematic Universe. I've watched, you know, a good majority of the films because I need to talk about them here on the show. Is it possible that they decided he's not the guy for whatever reason, and they pulled the trigger on this smear campaign? Is that possible? And now they're hiding their hand. Maybe they threw the rock.
I don't think so. I don't think so because he was the hot spot for the whole Ant-Man Quantumania movie. Every review that came out on that movie, everyone said Jonathan Majors was the best part of that movie. So people are looking forward to seeing him as Kang the Conqueror. You know, people didn't care about Paul Rudd and, you know, everybody else that was in the Quantumania movie. Sir.
I hate to pull old nigga rank. That would be even more of a reason why the MCU would, you know, try to derail him. And, you know, he's a little too cocky. You know, he's a little too aggressive. You know, he's not metrosexual enough. You know, and he came in here and he put his hand around my neck and just a little too black, too strong. you know?
Right. No, I hear you. I hear you.
What's the guy's name? Hold on a second. Stay with me. What's the guy's name who was a Troll Babies? The guy at TMZ. Was it Van Lathan? Do you remember Van? Is it Van Lathan?
Yeah, Van Lathan, yeah.
All Van Lathan did was just, there was a white boy live, and Van Lathan came up behind him and put his hands on his shoulder. The next thing you know, Van Lathan was tossed like a Caesar salad. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You're right. So yeah, that's all I had on the Jonathan Majors thing. I mean, we're going to talk about it more this Saturday.
Okay.
On my podcast.
Okay.
And I did want to say two more things.
Go ahead.
The Jamie Foxx situation, I do believe that was a stroke. Because it was reports that were coming out that he couldn't speak.
Ooh,
that's usually a sign of a stroke.
Yeah.
You know, when things were happening. So, you know, prayers up for him. I really, you know, I enjoy Jamie Foxx's movies.
Yeah, man.
Some of them, but you know, I think he's a great talent. So, you know, prayers up for him.
Yeah.
And before I get out of here, that black box wine, my wife, that's her joint right there.
Oh,
man.
yeah? Okay.
That Merlot, yeah, man. We had some of that Snoop Dogg County Red.
Okay.
A couple nights ago.
Thank you,
That's
man.
good stuff.
Thank you. Salute. Thank you for the call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
All right. Good call. I want you folks to call in, feel comfortable speaking, promoting your platforms. That's what I do. That's what the Star Report is about, you know? Big Key tapping in via PayPal. Star, don't nobody give a fuck about them tropical spics. Damn. Maybe they should spend less time, he says spin, S-P-I-N, less time thinking about what they can steal from FBAs. Damn. Big Key with the uppercut. Shit. Thank you for your donation, sir. Guys, the PayPal information is at the top of the live chat. Did I spell that right? Starboyradio@gmail.com if you appreciate the broadcast, all right? Alkaline City, are you out there? Why couldn't I remember his name earlier? Just my brain is fried sometimes. Do you want to call in? Are you available, sir? I sent you an email with the PDF attached. If nobody else cares about Target, we'll move on from that. That was weird, man. Target, gender inclusive line for kids. I have no biological kids, but I think kids are too. I don't want kids thinking about sex, or maybe am I wrong? Is it not sex? Is it an identity position? Am I wrong? Anybody got kids and you dress your kids in gender affirming clothes? Sit tight on the phones. Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, say, Star, you're wrong. Maybe the gender has nothing to do with sex. No, they're not thinking about sex. They're identifying with who they are. You've got little Shamik, and he's 8 years old, but he's switching in King, and we want him to feel comfortable switching in King. Does that make sense? Or am I out of line? Okay, who's that? Someone says, Star, you are wrong. I would dress my kids in a Glad trash bag. $760. Good evening. Is the Puerto Rican for sale? 760. Wednesday night. Good evening.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Great show, by the way. I just call in because talking about the Jonathan Mayer topic.
Yeah.
Something came to my mind. I was remembering, and then I had to do my Googles, and then I remember exactly what it was. On February of this year, Vanity Fair did did like a cover and like a main article for Jonathan Mayers, and the quote that they used for the article, which was spread out everywhere, was from Jonathan Mayer saying, "I have no interest in the fuckery of the industry."
Oh,
that's exactly what he said.
Oh.
So he's not even. He just comes in. You know, he's already feeling himself.
Right.
And then the first thing he says is like, "Hey, I'm not here to play."
Right.
Like literally his quote. You can Google it. He says, "I'm not interested."
Can I ask you to email me that, sir? If you have time, can you? Not that I don't believe you, but can you email me that so I can just pull it up?
Yeah, of course. So just by seeing that, like, I can tell right away, like, I mean, you have to know that whenever you come into Hollywood, again, I think this was like the same topic you discussed like many months ago about Monique. You gotta play the game.
Gotta play
you
the
can't
game.
just go into Hollywood thinking like, oh, you know, I'm this and that.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just go in as soon as they open the door and start saying like, hey, I don't need anybody. I can do whatever I want.
Right.
I'm special.
Right.
It's like, bro, you're not special. Like, and just one thing that I would say is like, people always ask like, who exactly, like, how do you know exactly that you gotta toe the line when you go to Hollywood? There's a reason why you see all these actors. They wanna protect the earth. They wanna protect whatever LGBTQ whatever.
Right.
But you will never hear you will never hear one actor on the record talking in favor of the Palestinians. You know why? Because the small hats, they run Hollywood.
That's
if
right.
you come out and you say, I'm for the Palestinians, your career is over.
Yeah.
And that's like the main example for people to know, like, yes, everybody in Hollywood is in code. From Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, to like the lowest of the topo. Like, you have to be in code for whatever it's the acceptable doctrine of Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
And if you come in
You're
and
right.
out of the gate, you say, you know what, I don't want to play ball. I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they did it on purpose, but I bet you that if he was playing ball, he can literally do a couple of mistakes, and they're gonna come and protect him and help him out.
Right. Can I jump in, sir, and say, where are you from?
Anybody, the moment you do one mistake,
sir, I detect an accent. Can you tell us where you're from? I hear an accent.
I'm from Ecuador.
Okay. I've never been to Ecuador. We gave I mentioned a sad situation a couple of days ago. Was that Ecuador where those three girls their throats were slit and they were thrown in a shallow grave? Was that Ecuador?
Yeah, that was Ecuador, yeah. It's kind of crazy right now because the Mexican cartels, they just went in and they essentially, they found like the biggest gangs and they started supplying the guns, all the heavy weaponry.
Yeah.
So now they're crazy out there, man. Like, if you can find a story, like last week, they went and they did like a massacre. I think they killed like 11 fishermen, and they were all innocent fishermen. They have nothing to do with the drugs, but apparently, like the rival group was extorting the people at the port, saying that you guys have to pay us, and the fishermen said we're already paying the other people. Like, we don't have enough money to pay you too. So in retaliation, they just showed up in boats, like in 2 boats, in 2 cars. I was like 20 people, and they just.
Well, hang on now. You said crazy. From the way they see it, that they are instilling order, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Order. Do as you're told, or else. This is what happens to you. Order!
But
order!
One thing is, like, because it's brand new in Ecuador, they're not used to it. Because I see all the stories coming out from Mexico nowadays, and yeah, they extort people and everything. But you rarely see nowadays in Mexico that they just go and kill like 15 innocent people.
Yeah.
Like most of the people they die, they're always tied into like the drug trafficking in one way or another. Yeah. But I think in Ecuador is so new right now. They don't even know how to behave properly. Yeah. They just have guns. They're running around killing everybody. It's kind of crazy.
Okay. Hang on a second. You sound like a knowledgeable man. Do you care about the Puerto Rican protest going on tomorrow? The Puerto Rican is not for sale.
I don't know why they're protesting, man. Like they should be grateful that they're able to get that blue passport, man.
Oh,
like most. Yeah, most people.
Let me hear you say Puerto Ricans are ungrateful. Say it.
Yeah, they're ungrateful. Yes, I don't think they're ungrateful, but
So you just said it. Don't take it back. You said it. Stand on it. Stand on it. You said it.
Yeah, well, I think that if they meet other people from Latin America, like. Yeah. And they hear the stories of all the shit they had to go through just to get here to this country. Yeah. They will literally change their mind right away and saying because
you ever had a Puerto Rican breakfast? It's the worst breakfast ever. It's high in cholesterol. It gives you gas. Disgusting Puerto Rican breakfast. The way they make the eggs and the salami. It's fucking disgusting. Hey man, I gotta go. Thank you.
All right. All right, have a good show.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Thank you. Okay. Wow, that was a sad story coming out of Ecuador. Shit, those three girls. Hold on a second. Let me just double check something. Guys, I'm coming to Cash App. Please just be patient. We're having a good show here. Sit tight. Oh man, this is so. 3 days ago, we briefly touched on this story. Shit. Those girls, they were kind of hot too. They were tortured and killed. In Ecuador, yeah. Shazam, I got your PayPal donation. Thank you so much. If you need a YouTube consultation, I may be able to help you. But let me just say this right now. You have to understand that YouTube is different now. You can't just think that you're going to go against the flow of the algorithms and other things. Thank you for your donation. Send me an email. Where's my email address? Hold on a second. Send me an email and we'll have a talk. It's going to be a 30-minute talk. I'm being very serious with you. It's so different now. And there's things that you have to be willing to do and not to do. You can't feud with people. It's so weird now. It's not even to your advantage to go into your own comments and respond to people. It's that sensitive. But thank you for your donation. Send me an email, okay? Terrence, I got your donation. Star, what do you think of Steve Coakley? That's way off topic. Do you want to call in? Give me a second. I may respond to that, but let me just get some of these other people out of the way. Okay. Who are you? Somebody sending me random emails. Please don't do that, okay? Okay, someone just sent me a link here. Let me check out the link. Is this where he said, Jonathan Majors, something crazy about the industry? Hold on a second. Whoa. I have no interest in the fuckery of the industry. Okay, this came out, VanityFair.com, as the caller said. Hold on. God, there's so much spam just trying to get to the goddamn article. Oh, big letters. Okay, February the 15th, 2023. Thank you for the caller who called in. Jonathan Majors, the conqueror. I have no interest in the fuckery of the industry. Wow. Let me put this in the live chat so you guys can pull this up if you want to on your own, okay? Area code 272. Is the Puerto Rican for sale? Do you give a goddamn protest going on tomorrow? 272. Somebody's got to care.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's going on, Star? Hey, Star.
How are you, man?
That Jonathan Major, yo, that shit is really true. He said that.
Sir, please watch the profanity. I do the cursing. Please. Come on, man. Right out there.
But I would say this. I truly think what they about to do to him, they going to do what they did to Wesley Snipes back in the day. When Wesley Snipes stood up there and said he wasn't going to do certain things, the sex scenes in movies and all that, and what happened? He got banned. Ain't nobody in Hollywood wanted to touch him no more. Only time Hollywood touched him again was when they did Expendable. And with him...
Sir, you're wrong. I have to cut in. You're wrong. Wesley Snipes, good guy. He and I had dinner one time at some Asian restaurant in Midtown Manhattan. He was starting a book publishing company and so on and so forth. And he's a good guy, but Wesley didn't pay his taxes. He sat himself down. He went to the penitentiary. He didn't pay his taxes. Go ahead.
But that thing with that, it only takes one female to mess your career up. And that one female came out. Now you got another one after another one. His career about to be over. His career is going to be over. And it's sad because when you make a statement against Hollywood and you go against that table, they going to show you better than who they are. And that's why a lot of people don't be wanting to get caught up with Hollywood. Okay. Because the minute you do something wrong, they will turn the table on you. And for him, I'm hoping none of this stuff is true. He's young. He just starting out. But a split second, now you don't went from one female, now you got all his allegations. It's like the same thing with Deshaun Watson. You heard one female, then you heard 10, 20 other females coming out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So and he's young. Go ahead.
I think it's a smear campaign. But now hang on a second. Let's go a little deeper. Pause. Let's go a little deeper. You know, black people, whether they be Caribbean, FBA, whatever, they can have their own black film industry. Why are we sitting here tonight talking about Jonathan Majors and some women, alleged abuse victims, and going over this man losing deals, jobs? Why? Why isn't there a black industry where he can say, okay, well, you're not rocking with me on that side. It's okay. I'm over here. I've got my own. Why?
Because it's the money. It's the big thing is the money these people invest into you. And the problem with that is, I always say this, I take the book out of Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry knew that I got to do this on my own. They're not going to pay the way for me. I got to do it on my own. And now he's able to do his own movies and have his own studio and stuff. Right. When you ain't got all that money and you can't do all that, you're going to abide by those rules and stuff like that. And that's why you see a lot of people say, you always hear, Hollywood's terrible. I wouldn't want to be in a Hollywood because of everything that goes down. There's one allegation against him. It was one allegation. He already lost his talent manager, walked away from him.
Yeah.
So now you got to look at it. All the movies he probably was about to be in, they going to pull back from like, yo, you got to deal with this stuff now before we even do anything or touch you right now. So his fame just went up and just crumbled just like that. And that's the problem. A lot of people, I think somebody always says, stop messing with these females, whether they telling the truth or lie, because they were in your career before your career gets started. And we've seen so many people go. We've seen what happened. We've seen it happen at Hollywood. We've seen it happen.
Can I ask, how old are you, sir, with all due respect? How old are you?
42.
Okay. You and I are from a different generation. Certain things we're just not really trying to hear after a certain point. But do you think Jonathan Majors can bounce back if he becomes something less than a confident, strong black man? You know what I'm trying to say without saying it. You know, just it sounds like they want to break him. Do you think if he starts doing the hucklebuck of sorts and buck dancing and puts on a dress,
I think
he can come back?
I think he got to. I just think he got to go away quiet, just chill, relax. The worst thing is to start letting these females start getting interviews and start exposing them. That's what you don't want to do. So if I was him, I get down with my lawyers. I figure out how to pay these females to shut their mouth and go away and let him go away for a little while and come back and continue his career.
Okay.
Because his name is out there now. Okay. So now the next step is let's get a hold of these women. Let's get interviews from these women. Gotcha. Let's find out more about him.
Got you. Okay.
And that can mess his whole career. His career right now, he's still in it.
Okay.
But the minute they start talking, they're going to damage his career.
Okay. Thank you for the call, man. Salute. Thank you.
Salute.
Okay. The Hucklebuck. Why did I say that? That's some old shit. The Hucklebuck, the Boogaloo. Oh my God. What else is there to say? Miguel, I got your donation. Miguelito. Order! Okay. Yeah. Mofos need some order. Yeah, man. The Cosa Nostra used to have order centuries ago. And then they got sloppy. That's why that whole shit fell apart. They used to have order. They used to kill people. That's how you maintain order. Thank you for your donation, Miguel. Houston, where are you? Are you tapping in? I got your banner. Houston, I'm getting your banner redone, Houston. Your banner look a little crazy. Are you calling in? Area code 917. Good evening. Are you there? 917. Jonathan Majors. Peace. How are you, sir?
Yeah, man. Spanish Harlem on a check-in, man.
Okay.
Why we gotta make it seem like this dude is so high and mighty, like it's impossible for him to be guilty of what they saying?
Well, hang on a second. I want to talk to you about something else. Boricua, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Tomorrow, the protest goes down. You know about this? At the American Museum of Natural History. Hang on. The Puerto Rican is not for sale. You're not up to speed?
I'm not up to speed.
Okay, well, hang on. I'm going to put it on my screen. I'm not trolling. I'm dead ass serious, man. Maybe there's something, going on. Can you see that? It's a protest tomorrow, New York City. This is with regarding a promesa.
Puerto Rican community protest at Hispanic Federation's annual gala in New York.
Yeah, man.
On Thursday. Puerto Rico is not for sale. Campaign will be protesting Hispanic Federation's annual gala. What's for sale for what? As far as what? Like
send me an email. Hang on. Send me an email. There's my email address right there, and I'll send you this this PDF, man. I mean, listen, I talk crazy about all groups, man. There's nothing personal with me with Puerto Ricans. I have a lot of love for them. They were good to me back in the 80s, but I'm trying to find out if there's something here that we're missing, or is it just a money grab? Are you familiar with Promesa reform in Puerto Rico? Promesa,
no. This is all news.
Are you sure you're Puerto Rican?
Like this came out of nowhere.
Hey, are you sure you're Puerto Rican?
Man, I'm a New York Rican from the projects, man. I'm not. Puerto Ricans don't consider me.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to put this on the screen, too. Take a screenshot of that. You got to know this stuff if you're Puerto Rican, man. See that? Promesa. Google that, all right?
Promesa. Okay, I see it. I'm watching the screen now, yeah.
Okay. Tomorrow, man.
Oversight Management Economic Stability Act, Puerto Rican government crisis, Promesa U.S. Congress establishment, appointed fiscal control board. Wow.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Tomorrow, man, the the American Museum of Natural History. It's going to be a couple of hundred people out there, man. They want to stop colonialism, or what they perceive to be and gentrification in Puerto Rico, just in case, you don't know. Anyway, so let's get past that, man.
Yeah. They are white people buying everything over there in Puerto Rico.
Maybe they should. What do I know? Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, as anybody should. As anybody should.
What do you think about Jonathan Majors, man?
Because you can't. Huh?
Jonathan Majors, come on.
Major's guilty. Jonathan Major's guilty, man. He got the guilty face, man. I don't trust his face. I mean, what makes him bigger than Michael B. Jordan in Hollywood? Michael B. Jordan is just as big of a star. Black, up and coming, just directed his own movie, Creed. He took over Sylvester Stallone's franchise. Why he ain't getting no allegations thrown on him? And I haven't seen him throwing a dress or nothing.
Do you think Michael B. Jordan pushed a button on Jonathan Majors? Let's go there. Michael B. Jordan pushed a button.
That's hard. That's hard. Pause. That's hard, though. That makes that. Pause. But that could make sense.
If I was Michael B. Jordan up in that white Hollywood world, I'd push a button on that nigga. He outshined him in Creed 3. Did you see Creed 3?
He did.
Outshined him.
He did. Yeah. He did. I mean, people love a villain. But what makes him such a threat that all of a sudden they gotta throw allegations at him, though? Because he said he's not with the shits and all. Who cares? That was for me in my book. That doesn't mean that all of a sudden it's like, we're gonna just have women come at him and just make all false allegations.
Hang on a second. You're from Spanish Harlem, born and raised, right?
Yes, home of Alpo.
Home of
Rest
Alpo.
in peace, Black Rob, the anniversary this
R.I.P. Black Rob. But now hang on a second. I spent decades in Brooklyn, moved to Brooklyn in 81. I'm not asking you to admit to nothing that, would be against your street credibility. But have you ever known of niggas putting gun charges on another nigga?
Yeah, niggas do that all the time. My man just came home from all types of
regular shit.
Neighborhood. It's so greasy. It's out of control, man.
Did Michael B. Jordan put a gun? Well, in theory, did he put a gun charge on this nigga?
You know what?
Jonathan Majors.
You know what, Star? I'm running with that.
Oh my God!
You know what makes
this nigga shining more than me, man?
A valid.
Got it.
Because you remember he had an interview not too long ago. And the girl that was interviewing, they went to school together, son, back in the days. He was like, "Oh yeah,
we already spoke about that. We already spoke about that. Man."
No, all I'm saying is that it's just a blemish on his character. Like
gotcha.
He seems like one of those type of dudes that's
gotcha.
Sensitive, that holds on to grudges. So it's not too far fetched that he might have pushed the button and made a call or two.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy did have 5 movies in like 1 year. That I could give him, but
nigga doing too much. Nigga shining just a little too much. I don't fuck with this nigga like that.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan. I'm running with that theory, man. Nobody gonna change my mind. Michael B. Jordan.
Hey man, good to talk to you. Salute and check into that protest tomorrow, man. You're Puerto Rican. You supposed to know
I'm gonna
this
try.
shit,
I'm gonna look at the Google what you showed me on the screen, man. That's kind of serious.
All right, salute.
But it's kind of too late. Salute.
All right, yes, okay. The Star Report, premium Puerto Rican news. Huh? Can I get my props? Nobody's up on this except the Star Report. Am I the only one? Guys, I'm gonna take a break and come right back. Let me grab some pretzels or something, okay? Let me promote myself for a change. Here's my banner if you want to advertise on the Star Report. We send out analytics, okay? I'll give you a nice percentage off for the rest of the week. Star Report back in the building. Okay, Wednesday evening. Sit tight on the phones. We're discussing the breaking news that came out hours ago about supposedly more females have now come forward, alleged abuse victims, and they are cooperating with the district attorney's office against actor Jonathan Majors, okay? My approach on this tonight has been a little more serious than usual. I don't like to see a young person who's clearly talented in what I perceive to be a smear campaign. I could be wrong, but it's too easy these days for people to just make accusations with no evidence. They just pile on. And the fallout has begun with this guy's career, his management, agent, and, again, I could be wrong, but history has shown me how easily the Hollywood elites can just gang up and say, hey, let's get him out of here. The same way they did with Kanye West. They pushed a button on him. Anybody remember that clip, or did anybody see that clip with Kanye West on the Drink Champs? Don't tell me nothing, boy. I'll smack the shit out you, right? This our culture. What did Kanye say? You can't cancel me, nigga. And they canceled him. They got his ass to fuck up out of here. Let's go to area code 713. Good evening, 713. We're talking about Jonathan Majors.
Nigga, what's poppin'?
My nigga. Houston, how you feel, man? Good to hear from you. What's cracking?
Dog, I don't care what you do with the banner. I just sent in what I sent in, and then the church, bless. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm going to get your banner fixed up. It's going to be back tomorrow. We're going to get you cracking. Good to hear from you, man. Jonathan Majors, what do you think, Houston? The hell?
I think they already setting him up to embarrass him before they break him. They buck breaking this nigga.
Okay. Come on.
Because they making him like, you ain't going to be nothing without us. That's what they basically doing.
Yeah.
And I think, like, man, if you fall in the lap of them people like that, dog, I'm like, man, you're not a man at first. Because you supposed to come into this game thinking that don't nobody give a damn about you.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you got to think like, at my lowest, who gonna help me?
Right.
Who gonna fuck with me? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I need you to watch the F-bomb. Houston, you're doing good. Just watch the F-bomb. You're doing good.
Okay. They're gonna make it seem like, oh, let me dangle this nigga up in front of everybody. You go to the gym.
Yeah.
And then you be the typical nigga. And then when they break you, you break down.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, man, me personally, I always went through the industry like, I don't care about none of y'all. You feel me? Because you always got to expect a downfall, if that makes sense.
Not only does that make sense, Houston, I met Russell Simmons back in the late 80s, mid to late 80s. I was working at WEA at the time, right? And he's a great guy. He's been good to me over the years. We broke bread once, but at that time, Russell was smoking water. That's PCP.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was real aggressive with the females. And I said, man, I'm on coke, but this nigga's on that PCP shit. Now hang on a second. Years later, when I got to hang on, Houston, hang on, goddamn, hang on. I'm gonna finish my point.
Okay, my bad, dog. I'm sipping in the smoke.
So am I.
My bad, I'm sipping.
Years later, when I got to Hot 97, and he came on the show one day, we were talking crazy, and he was talking about pan face hoes. He used to call the Asian girls pan face hoes. He's just talking crazy on the show. I got the video, and
Now, what he called a pan face?
Pan face, like a frying pan, like a flat,
Already.
Pan.
That's what it is.
And I said to myself, I'm so glad I never hung out with this nigga, because he used to invite me out to the Hamptons and all that shit, man. And I said, so glad I never hung out with this nigga.
Hold on, it be like that sometimes. You be like, I'm glad I didn't hang out with these niggas.
And then decades later, here you go. This nigga's accused of taking pussy on the PCP.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Dog, it be like them times where you be like, I'm glad I didn't hang out with these niggas. That's why I'm sitting at home chilling. And then you found out later that these motherfuckers be into some other shit. And you be like,
Houston, you gotta watch the F-bomb. We're doing good.
Okay.
Watch F-bomb,
You
please.
found out these people. Okay, I'm watching it. Okay, you found out these people be into some other things. That you be like, man, I ain't down with that. I ain't know you was inviting me over, and then I'm around you thinking it's all good, and then you doing some other. You know what I'm about?
Houston, you and I talk. You're at day one with me. I'm going to say this on the show here. You know, when I signed a contract with Def Jam to be a comedian or a rapper or something, and I went to go get that check from Leo Cohen, $125,000. I went to go get the check.
They gave you that check for Bomb Bitch.
Yeah, Bum Bitch and some other tracks. But he said, Star, you gotta come out to the house. And I said to myself, nah, I don't want to come out to your house. I just want to get the check and get the fuck on.
I've always, what'd you say, dog? Hold on. Did you blink when you said it, though, dog?
No.
Nah.
So I don't want to come out with you and, at the house and all that old extra shit. And nah, I'm okay. Let me get the check and get the fuck on.
When they say it to you, did you blink?
No,
you like,
hell
nigga, what?
Anyway.
Nigga, what? You just did it on me, and then you trying to invite me to your house? Nah, nigga. No.
Houston, tell us about your platform. Your banner will be ready tomorrow, man, because you're my last caller. What's going on with
Okay, dog, I ain't even
platform?
tripping on all that, dog. I just like showing love. Hey,
salute,
Tennessee Throw Therapy Radio on YouTube. Y'all know what it is.
Right.
Tennessee 808 Street Music, all music,
right.
Me and my homeboys. All that shit, man. We just sit over there and chill. We don't be around the bullshit.
Yeah.
We get straight to it. And then we'll talk about topics everybody talking about, and you can voice your opinion on it.
Oh, wait a minute. Houston, before you go, Bar 5015. You ever heard of that out in Houston? Bar 5015.
Yeah. That's over in Hiram Clark somewhere. That's on the south side.
Yeah, somewhere on Alameda Road. I hear it's lit.
Yeah, that's on the south side.
Okay.
Yeah, dog, they renamed clubs, but I've been all around.
I might be doing a walkthrough over there
right now because my baby.
I might be doing a walkthrough over there next month. I'll keep you posted.
Already, man.
Okay, good to talk to you. Salute. Yes, sir.
Already, salute.
Okay. Yeah, folks, I do walkthroughs, I've just been more concerned with putting boots to the ground over the decades in terms of, going to different states when there's trending stories or tragedies. You can go to my IG page. You will see Star has always put boots to the ground. After Michael Brown was killed, me and that beautiful Puerto Rican girl, we drove from New York to Pennsylvania all the way out to Ferguson, Missouri. Out there for a couple of days. I was on that goofy shit, hands up, don't shoot. There's pictures on my IG page. And tragedy in Baltimore, I went there. And Chicago, I went to Chicago for 2 shootings. It's on my IG page. What else I'm forgetting? Baltimore. Foley Square in New York City. I was protesting in Foley Square. Someplace else I'm forgetting. Anyway, so I do walkthroughs. That was the point of me saying all that. Luna Glider, I got your donation. He or she says, today is a sad day in Harlem history as Killer Cam was spotted with his zipper down next to Diddy for Pink Horse Power Hour. # no homo. I saw the video, but I didn't click on it. Salute to Diddy. He dumped Young Miami. Got rid of her. I have no knowledge, but is the box trash? The box might be trash. We don't give a fuck how you look. If the box is trash, I'm out, ma. Is that why Diddy dropped her? What is her name? Krishia? Something. Anyway. Hey, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for your support. Please check out my sponsors. And hold on a second. Shot97.com. That's my platform, the home of drill rap.